And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got a perfect day for baseball. It's the New York Mets going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. All right, Sing, it's been pretty remarkable to see what this lineup has been able to do lately. They're putting on a clinic at the plate.
No doubt, Boog. Impressive performances 1 through 9. Unlike opposing pitchers, I'm looking forward to seeing another show today.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. First pitch moments away, and today's starting pitcher, Johan Oviedo.
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because you know in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
Francisco Lindor, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. And a pitch. This one in the air, right field. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. One up, one down. Here's the Mets lineup now. This is a ball club that can really slug. Lots of homers, lots of extra base hits. And, Chris, that, of course, a huge part of success in the standings for this group.
Well, if you're going to be successful in today's game, you've got to be able to hit the ball over the fence. Just defensively, very hard to find the holes. And when you're talking about guys, you know, coming out of the bullpen, throwing 95 and above, very difficult. It's hard to string together 2, 3, 4 hits to score those runs. So definitely critical to hit those homers, get the extra base knocks, and that's exactly what they've been doing.
And that one fouled off. Now, power is such a big part of the success that we see with the good teams in the league right now, and even in the postseason. That one not close. Ball 2. Fastball for a strike. One down, base is empty. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
A little bit low, and now it's even 1-1. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Cruz sizes this one up. He makes the grab, and that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the first. 0-0. Back here with my pal Siggy, and pitching here today, Tylor Megill.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Got him. And 1 out now.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Isaiah Kiner-Falata up to the plate. Swing and a miss. 0-1. 1 out, bases empty. Yeah, that's fouled off. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
2 outs, bases empty. Brian Reynolds here. There's a strike. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Taylor makes the play, and that is that. Scoreless after 1. Back here in Pittsburgh, all set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Francisco Alvarez. Oviedo back to work. On the ground. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and the defense comes away with nothing.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Jesse Winker in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Nobody out. Runner at first. Off the mark there, and it's 2-1. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Starling Marte up to hit.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Currently with a 13-game hitting streak.
That one is absolutely belted. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Runner around third on his way to the plate. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out.
Well, I think the base runner assumed that he was going to be able to make it to third pretty easily, but a really nice relay from the outfielder to the cutoff man, and they got him easily.
And now here is Luis Angel Acuna. Swings and misses. Strike 1.
As a rookie, he's done a good job of stealing bases. Sometimes it takes players more time to build confidence to try it, but he hasn't been hesitant in the slightest. He just goes for it.
And that one is lifted in the air. Cruz makes the grab. Runner tags at second. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning.
Exciting play and a great throw to third for the double play, but man, there's just no reason to try to move up to third right there. Not great base running to end the inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. This is Joey Bart.
Catcher, Joey Bart.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
Next pitch is outside. Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides. And with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
Marte makes the grab, one down. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
Spencer Horwitz, the next to hit, takes ball one. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, heading for two. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He was all over that one. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Ripped on a line. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Nick Gonzalez, the next Pirate to hit. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Headed for the plate. The throw in. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. It's 1-1.
Picks himself up an RBI. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Jack Sawinski, the next Pirate to hit.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Barely hitting over the Mendoza line this month.
0-1's the count.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Check swing, called strike. Gonzalez on at second with 2 down. Back up the middle and a base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. The tag, safe. It's 2-1.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
Now here is Ke'Bryan Hayes. And first offering is fouled off. 2 runs across in the inning. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Stays alive. The 0-2. On the ground right side. McNeil gets to first. And that is that. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We played 2 full. It's the Pirates 2 and the Mets 1. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Swing and a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. First pitch misses. High fly ball, right field. McCutchen has it sized up. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. He's one of the best players in the game. That one the other way, and foul ball. Swinging a foul out of.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does.
Off balance feet. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort
now
there.
Now batting, the first baseman, Mark Vientos.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Struck out swinging his first time. On the ground to third. Oh, great stop. The throw, and that's a nice play to end the inning.
Proof right there of why he's a Gold Glover. Flash that leather around and make everybody excited. Nice job to end the inning.
And we're back. And the batter now, O'Neill Cruz.
Center fielder, O'Neill
Patrolling
Cruz.
center field, hitting leadoff in today's game. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. Next offering is fouled back. And the 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Winker makes the grab, one away.
Now batting, shortstop,
Isaiah Kiner-Falata, the next Pirate to hit. His first at bat was a strikeout. That one's in there, 0-1. And a foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
0-2 now. Out to short. And that one finds its way through. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
So a man aboard, Brian Reynolds, the next Pirate to hit. There's the strike.
0-1.
Right through there for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Kiner-Falata off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball,
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
2 outs. Kiner-Falata on the go. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Throw in hopes the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Spencer Horwitz now at the plate. Doubled his first time. And that is out of play. Swings through that one.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball. It's slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. And that is that. Pirates strand a couple, but they still lead it 2-1. On to the fourth.
Leading
Jeff
off
McNeil
for the
stands
Mets,
in.
Second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Waste no time there. Got rolled over on this pitch a little
Francisco
bit, but he got
Alvarez.
enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Reached on an infield single his first time. And a curve is down and in. Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. And fouled off. And that one fouled off. That missed by a lot. Now 2-2. Runner at first with no outs here. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Flips to second, that's 1. And they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
Really nice double play turn right there. And it all started with that sweet glove flip on the feed to second. You know, these middle infielders, they spend a lot of time honing that glove work, so it just becomes like second nature. I think you also have to have a really...
That one ripped. And it's gone. A solo shot. His 7th home run of the season. It's 2-2.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Starling Marte digs in now. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. 2-2 game. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit.
Right fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Check swing, called strike.
You know, these Pirates showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is, here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
On the ground right side, and that one handled, and a couple of quick outs.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And next is the designated hitter, Jack Sawinski. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That misses, and the count is 1-1. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. Score remains 2-2. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Oviedo back to work. Right through there for a strike.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over-aggressive. 5 hits for them on the first pitch alone, so they're swinging and connecting right out of the gates. Well, as hot hitting continues, he's been getting great results lately. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And now it's going to be Brett Beatty. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Runner on the move. And that one fouled off.
And, of course, sometimes you need to be patient as an offense and let the pitcher come to you. But you can't argue with the game plan they're using in this one.
Runner goes again. That's in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Throws to first in time. 1 away here in the 5th.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Tyrone Taylor getting ready to hit. Fly to right his first time. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Makes the grab. Runner tags from third. Throw home. Not in time. The run scores. It's 3-2.
Oh, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Fly ball pretty well struck out towards right center. That one's deep. And that ball is gone. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 4-2.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
So 2 down. Now a chance for Mark Vientos. Lifted in the air, right field. McCutchen sizing this one up. Brings it in. And that's the 3rd out. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 4 and the Pirates 2. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Third baseman, G. Ryan Hayes.
And that one pulled foul.
You know, these Pirates just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Swings and misses. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is...
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. That one felt good. It's 4-3. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well.
One down, And the batter will be the shortstop, Isaiah Kiner-Falata. Check swing, called strike. That one finds the zone. 0-2 now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. One out, bases empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5. Fires over to first. That takes care of Kiner-Falata.
Now batting, left fielder, Ryan
Up next for the
Reynolds.
Pirates, Ryan Reynolds. That one's in there, and that's strike one.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Lunging, but can't bring it in.
Now batting, catcher,
And at first, Joey
Bart.
Bart, the next Pirate to hit. In there at the knees, that's strike one. Late with the swing there.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
That misses, and the count 1-2.
That's one you always want as a pitcher, down at the knees, and it looked to me like he's...
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 5 innings complete. It's the Mets 4 and the Pirates 3. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Joey Wentz.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Ground ball right side, and that chance handled. Whips it to first, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. 1 for 2. And a foul ball. Wentz in his 3rd season, 27 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Kansas. Up the middle, and he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Here's Jesse Winker. And there's a foul ball. Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush.
Now batting, right fielder,
First and second,
Starling
1
Marte.
out. Here's Starling Marte.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to finish off this hitter.
Hit in the air, right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets.
Luis Angel Acuna.
Fought off foul. Alvarez over at second. Winker on at first with 2 down. And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. And next for the
Now
Mets,
batting,
Brett
third
Beatty.
baseman, Brett
You know, this
Beatty.
is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that drops foul. On the ground, right side, but that rolls foul. Here's the 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Huge opportunity missed there. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Mets 4 and the Pirates 3. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
First baseman, Spencer Horwitz.
Line drive. In plenty of time to first. Leadoff man
Now
retired in the
batting,
6th.
Right fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Here's McCutchen, 0 for 2 in this one. That's in there, and it's 0-1. The pitch to McCutchen. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The Pirates down by a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there, and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
Here's the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez. Breaking ball misses down and away. Two out, space is empty. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Gets a piece and stays alive. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fights it off. He'll see another. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 2 down, nobody on. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Down in order go the Pirates. Score holds at 4-3. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Carmen Michinski.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality
Number
pitches out of him
50.
right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, One-run game. Now,
Tyrone Taylor.
That's in there. That's strike one. Bullpen action for the Pirates. Colin Holderman, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Bednar also getting ready. And it stays fair. Can't glove it cleanly.
Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent back control. And it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's Francisco Lindor. It was a homer for him back in the fifth. Just a solo shot, but an important swing in this game.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful swing as well. Everything just came together timing-wise, and he blasted it out of here.
Runner on the go. Pitch is high. The throw, tag, and he's out.
Well, this is a real momentum killer after the leadoff single. Tried to steal second base on the first pitch. Defense was all over it. Nicely done from behind the plate with the catch and throw. Then a quick tag before he reaches the base.
Nope, that's a ball.
On the ground at first, Horowitz. And he takes it himself for the out.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there. Just rolled over it and got the ground ball.
Vientos.
And here is Mark Vientos. Inside.
Ball one, no strike.
And that's ball one. Two outs. Swing and a drive deep right field. McCutchen going back. And that one is out of here. He sends one out the opposite way. His 17th of the year. And they tack one on the board. It's 5-3.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Now it's going to be Jeff McNeil. What a stop. Fires to first. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
Now batting.
Well, that one right there had the looks of one of those plays of the week. Great diving stop, but he just couldn't set up to make a good throw. Maybe got a little too excited. He was probably feeling it as well, but either way, that's a tough play and a tough error.
Runner at first with two away. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-1.
And that's
inside,
off the inside edge. And the count even 1-1. There's a swing and a drive. That ball's carrying. That one is gone. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to the lead. It's 7-3.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. His bat looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to get barrel on it and hit the ball out to any part of the park.
manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Carmen Mlodzinski will depart, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for
Caleb
the
Ferguson
Pirates.
on to pitch here.
Number
And as
64.
relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
2 outs, nobody on. Now the left fielder, Jesse Winker. He's already homered here in this one. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
2 outs, runner at first. Now it's the right fielder, Starling Marte. That's to third, and that will end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-run lead at 7-3.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back
New
in a
York
new
Mets.
pitcher here to start the bottom of the
Number
7th.
55.
Ryan Stanek.
This guy's a strike
Stanek.
thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
Now it's the
Leading
DH,
off for
Jack
the
Selinsky.
Designated
The Pirates
hitter,
in striking
Jack
distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. And 1-2.
That's out.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 1 gone here.
Not the best location with the
Now
fastball on
batting,
strike 3,
third
but when you're
baseman,
pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those, more margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport.
That's a ball.
And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the
1
zone.
ball, 1 strike.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th.
Ball, that's
Next pitch,
outside.
a slider that misses outside. Fastball for a strike. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And now 2 gone.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the
Now batting,
benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and
Oviedo.
get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's
0-1.
huge and can change the ball game.
And he blows that one by him at 100.
0-2.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle, but I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Marte makes the catch, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture.
Angel Acuña.
Ferguson back to work. Swinging a foul straight back. Hard hit left side. Tosses across to first, and that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And that one is inside ball one. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Here's the center fielder, Tylor. Line drive, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Francisco Lindor.
So now the DH spot, Francisco Lindor. He's already homered in this game. Snap throw to first. And he's back in safely. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Strike in there. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Man at second. Now a screamer into the outfield. And makes the grab. And that is that. So one hit is all they get. Last half of the eighth coming up. It's the Mets 7 and the Pirates 3.
Now pitching for
back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. A.J. Minter. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. So digging in, Isaiah Kiner-Falata, 1 for 3.
Isaiah Kiner-Falata.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Taylor makes the play, and there's one down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now batting.
So up next, Brian Reynolds.
Brian Reynolds.
Grounds one to short. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, catcher Joey Bart.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Joey Bart. High fly ball out to center field. Taylor ranging after it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll do it. Nothing doing here this half. Through 8 full, it's the Mets 7 and the Pirates 3. We're back. It's the top of the ninth. And there's a new pitcher on the mound, Colin Holderman. He's pitching on 2 days rest. And here's the first baseman, Mark Vientos.
First baseman, Mark Vientos.
Tap foul at the plate. Oh, and 2 now. Good job to fight that one off. Got him swinging.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
McNeil in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
That one's upstairs, ball one. Up and in, and the count's even at 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Ground ball scooped up. Ke'Bryan Hayes. Hayes to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, catcher Francisco Alvarez.
2 down, base is empty. And the batter now, Francisco Alvarez. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. That's a double, and he's got a 4-hit day. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
So, runner at second, 2 down. So, up next for New York, Jesse Winker. And first offering is fouled off. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Alvarez stands at second with 2 gone. Hard hit right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they can't do anything with a 2-out double. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Mets 7 and the Pirates 3. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Edwin Diaz.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Spencer Horwitz.
First baseman, Spencer Horwitz.
Diaz, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a 2-seamer. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
In the air, center field. Taylor hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Nick.
Last chance now for the Pirates. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Nick Gonzalez. Late on that fastball.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Diaz is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
These hitters had the long ball working for them today. 4 home runs had a lot to do with them coming out on top.
7-3 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.